only one way. So you're right. There's many different ways to hell. And Satan will give you a whole bunch of ways to hell. You can drink your way to hell. You can smoke your way to hell. You can homosexual your way to hell. You can lesbian your way to hell. You can transgender your way to hell. You can queer your way to hell. You can fornicate your way to hell. You can adultery your way to hell. You can lie your way to hell. There's many ways to hell. But the Bible says that.
Knowing who you really are?
Well, I did it once to one of her chicken heads. Okay.
What'd you do?
Well, he came and he thought I was my sister because I had just threw on the scarf the way she threw it on, you know, and he didn't know, and I just went and I was doing things with him.
And then what happened when he found out?
He didn't find out. He probably know now. She knows, honey. She needs to get over it.
No, you need to get over it and start dressing as a man.
A boyfriend, girlfriend.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yes. I have a boyfriend.
And your boyfriend knows that you're a boy?
Yeah, he knows.
Okay, all right. He doesn't think you have your period all year round, right?
I mean, I don't go around telling people. I tell people what I am, you know, because I could get hurt out there. I'd be scared to just go up to. As soon as a guy come and try to talk to me, I let him know what I am. You know, unless, I'm not going to, if I like him, I'm going to sign what I am. If I don't like him, I'm not going to sign him.
But right now you're not liking anybody because you have a boyfriend.
Come out with a sign on my back that says, hey, I'm gay, the world should be this way.
Hang on, guys. One at a time. Excuse me, Steve.
I don't want to be around
Whether you like it or not, the Bible says homosexuals should be killed.
It does not.
The Bible says in Leviticus 20:13, it says homosexuals should be killed.
I don't care what
Either her daughter's coming over or her son's coming over. Nobody ever said that, I suppose. They when you came in.
We assumed you were girls.
Yeah.
Assumed, yeah. But were you trying to look like girls then?
No.
Were you wearing a little makeup? And what kind of clothes
We
were you
never
wearing?
really had to, like, look like girls. I mean,
Or wear too much makeup.
that kind of thing. Yeah.
So you started dressing full-time as girls. Your mother pretty much left you. You were, what, 14?
Yeah.
You went to foster care for a while.
Yeah.
You went to a new school, and you decided this is when you can make the big change, and you went to school full-time as girls, right?
Another twist, the principal that, we were guys instead of girls. And, there was really no need for him to know because none of the kids had said, look at those faggots walking down the hall. They never...
Just been breaking up back and forth, and now it's over.
Does he know you're transsexual?
Yeah, he knows.
Sam, you have a problem with this, don't you? I have a great problem with it. First of all, you're all supposed to be looking like women, but you don't.
Well, neither do you.
Think a little differently. Now, number one, there's people that will not accept you. Now, I've chose this lifestyle to be the way I am. And if people don't want to accept you, what can you do? You can't force people to love you and like you. They either take you. I only have 2 people that loves me. And if they didn't love me, then I could care, then I would probably be hurt.
Why did you choose this lifestyle?
My father and my mother is the 2 people that loves me. Now, for those of you here, if you love me, if you don't, it's fine. It doesn't hurt me with the remark you make, ma'am. It doesn't hurt me because that's just life. And I chose this life. I'm going to have to accept what other people's attitudes. To me, it's not a problem for what she said, who she thinks is pretty,
But why did you choose this life? Why did you choose it?
Because I feel comfortable with what I'm doing. And if I didn't, I wouldn't have. I won't go completely for the sex change because one thing, no matter what science does, I will never feel what a woman feels like.
All right. You know what it is Mista. And I want to welcome you all to the OCAST. I repeat, the OCAST. If you really want to donate, hit that Cash App. $, capital MISTAO. I repeat, if you really want to donate, hit that Cash App. $, capital MISTAO. Hey, you like what you heard, so you give to what you like what you heard, so you give to what you listening to. That's how it goes with that. Okay, let me get on to it. Today's subject, today's topic will be, what is it? Today's topic is going to be identity crisis, part 2. What are they? Okay, let me get to it. I'm gonna start with these two transgender twins. Yes, they were transgender twins. Back in 1995, they was on Jenny Jones, and they were telling a story about when they were growing up, etc., etc. And they were like, they said they were like, their parents found like lipstick in they pocket. They was like in middle school. And dressed up like little girls even then behind their mother's back. And their mother found out they was like that by them seeing it as some gay youth thing, and their mother just lost her mind and left her children. They left her twin sons. Left them. I found out they was both transsexuals. And they were placed in foster care. Okay, enough about their little biography. Let me get to the main thing. All right, they were born. Their transgender names was what's it? It was Chanel and Gabrielle. That's what they became. Chanel and Gabrielle. But they were born Roman and Gabriel. I repeat, Roman and Gabriel Pickett. That's what they came in the world as before they became it's. They was born Roman and Gabriel Pickett. They was born 1972. So today, if they were living, they would have been like 51 years old. 51-year-old transvestites. Okay. Let me get to it. Okay. 51 transvestites. Well, they said the one named Chanel. They would actually while they was living, they were prostitutes. Both of them, they were prostitutes. Male prostitutes, transgender prostitutes in Boston. So the one that's Chanel. The one that Chanel was a man that wanted the man. This is like the person got. I mean, the one that was Chanel was approached by another man in a gay club back in '95. Listen up. This is printed story. Okay, these are printed up stories that a person has put out, or a crime thing has put out. I was not there. I was looking at Barney and Baby Bop. You know what I mean? I was looking at Barney and Baby Bop. You know, I love you, you love me. That's what I was doing. I wasn't in no little queer bar looking at this shit. I was looking at Barney and Baby Bop during that time in '95. So the guy that Chanel was turning a trick with it was some gay club called Toyland or something in Boston, and that person strangled. Then they smoked crack. They smoked crack with each other. And the guy that picked him up did not know that he was a man. Yeah, he didn't know. So I guess they went to a hotel or something like that, and the guy found out that Chanel, one of the twins, was a man, and he strangled her to death. I mean, he strangled him to death. You know, him. He strangled him to death and killed him. Behind that, behind him doing that, he was sentenced to like maybe 2 years behind doing it. Yeah, 2 years behind him taking that thing's life away. And the other one, Gabriel. I don't care about no name Gabriel. Gabriel. That thing had an overdose on drugs. That's what happened to those transsexual twins. One got killed by a real man. The other one got killed by drugs. They both gone. They are both deceased now. They would have been 51 years old today. But their blood was upon them. That's it. Their blood was upon themselves. They condemned themselves. That's what happened to those two faggots. They brought to their own end. They was not special. They like any other damn people in the world who make their own decisions. I mean, that shit was funny. I mean, damn. They lost you. Your mother is looking at two twin transsexual twins. To add on, there's a two twin transsexual twins that she gave birth to, and they became women. Shaking my head. I can remember. I mean, to add on to that, one back when I was in school, high school. I saw two twin dykes at my school. For real. I went to a private high school, and this was the first time I seen. And it was twin. We didn't talk to each other not one time. It wasn't no real conversation, no waving, no nothing. I was 15 years old in 2002, and I saw it then. I would see like. I would see like one of the twins hanging around with this normal looking chick like every day. I don't mean like once. I mean every day near the entrance door where school begins. They was always together. So it's obvious that the bitch that around her likes bitches too. That's my early stages of seeing lesbianism. In a private high school where people praying for every class, and it was queer infested too. So my high school had some Sodom and Gomorrah there also. It was, it's real talk. That's what high school I saw. I saw it there, but then that's the end of Janelle and Gabriel, aka Roman and Gabriel. On to the next one. Now, we'll talk about I'm gonna talk about this superstar. Household name. Her name is Missy Elliott. I can't stand the rap. She been in the rap game for a minute. Oh wow, shit. I'm talking about since the early 90s. I mean, she's with a group called Mista. Actually, I heard the album I heard the album not when it was out. Remember, I was a baby when the album first came. I was like 94. I was a little baby. I'm looking at Power Rangers and shit when they made their first album. So when she was a group called Mista, they didn't last long. It was just one. It was as in the flash like the wind. Here gone. That was the end of the group. Around. She's born 71. Like Missy Elliott was born 1971. So as 1990, this is like a good 6 years of trying to get popular, get something, grow in the music career. So 1997, I didn't see it when she in her early. I'm more personal. I'm being an observer. So as 1997 came, that's when she came on the scene. That's the first time I seen Missy Elliott. I mean. I thought I'm gonna get a little confidential when I say this. I had a crush on Missy Elliott. Honestly, being a little fifth grader, I had a crush on her. I thought she was kind of cute. Her smile and I thought she was kind of cute. Her smile and everything. I didn't know what a dyke was. I didn't know what a BBW was. I didn't have a clue what about images. I didn't care about all that stuff. I'm in 5th grade. I care about Moesha and Steve Harvey's show and Mr. watching Smart Guy and what's on WB. I didn't care about this chick is a big girl or she's suspect or whatever. I ain't had no clue about that. In that time, I'm a 5th grader. But I thought she was kind of cute in that time. To seeing in the super super duper fly video. I thought, wow, this chick's pretty good. Blicky, I can't stand the rain, and beep beep. Who got the keys to the Jeep? I'm driving to the beach, drop time, who I be? Me, Timothy, etc. On the box. I thought, wow, this chick is pretty talented. And this is where her debut album was called I think it was called Super Duper Fly or something. Yeah, Super Duper Fly. I thought she was cute, like her smiling at me. I didn't know it was like the dyke ways, the big clothes, the finger waves. I didn't know it. People were questioning her sexuality as the years went down. Like, I'm talking about maybe they were questioning sexuality because honestly, Missy Elliott is 52 years old. 52 years old. And I have never seen her with no man. Never. Most people have never seen her with no man around her. No man at no award show. No man with her sexually in no video. Never seen her kissing no man. Never saying, this is my boo. All these years. Women had more all these years. Women had more opportunity for relationships than men do. They have more opportunity than men do when it comes to relationships. Even if they don't like them or they don't want them, they have more opportunity than men do. That's how women have it. It's always offered to them. So even though her pretty big self, I'm sure she has more opportunity than I have, because that's how women have it. I learned this over time. So with her, it seems like it's not a big excuse. She's known. She has money. She's stable. She has a house, a nice cars, and all that type of stuff. But no man. All these years, all these 52 years of life that she's been living in, no man. That's strange. All these years, a 52-year-old woman with no man, no boyfriend, no husband. Timbaland is not her nigga. Magoo is not her man. Devontae Swing is not her man. These are just regular friends and co-workers. They're not her nigga. I mean, I would feel vibes, even looking at some interviews. I might feel vibes between her and Monica, like something is up or something like that in like a little video, because I never seen with no man. All her bills, she might see basically dancing around and no man. All these years in the motherfucking rap game. It's 2023 now, so this is 26 years. No nigga. From the Super Duper Fly to, I don't know, whatever the fuck the album, I forgot what it was. From 1997 to 2005, and no nigga. Nothing. She would mention niggas in her songs like Scott and all these. I think they did fictional names she just put on records to put a nigga name to it. Fictional names. Like, there was no Scott. I never seen no Scott with her in no damn video awards. Ain't no video with her. Scott wasn't there. There was no Scott in none of them damn videos. that she was in. But I mean, the finger waves, the big clothes. And I mean, even as I see her now, like, you know, getting thinner and showing her figure, I still see no man. All this time. What's all this weight? What's all this getting shit for? Just for you to look at and not share it with somebody? Then they would question their sexuality. I mean, they would question it. Everything I speak on is accurate and true. They would question her sexuality, like she gay or something like that, because she had some suspect behavior even back in the day with the finger waves and the clothes. I did not notice because I'm a 5th grader. Children don't really give a damn about, is that a faggot or a dyke or whatever. We just like, damn, you know, I'm gonna look at some cartoons. Now, I mean, all this time with Missy Elliott, I never seen her with no man. I mean, I've seen a lot of women though, like Sierra and Monica, and you know, and dancing around with other little dancing around and shit, but no nigga. This is really questionable behavior, and basically excuse filled behavior, like I take care of my mother or take care of father. That don't add up. Why would somebody intentionally cut off human contact for nothing? No one to come to, no one to be around, you know, no person to motivate you. Timberland McGool is her peers. They're not he's not his boy. She is not. They're not boyfriend and girlfriend. They are her peers. He made her beats and shit. They don't really go together. They're lifetime friends. Literally friends. That's the question. I mean, Missy Elliott, like, that's the thing about her. You know, I don't understand. And mostly she like would be. They were questions of being with Trina and being with Sierra and all these other questionable things. And when it comes to her sexuality, it's still in question. Like, why don't you have no man all these years? No real human contact. No real affection. 52 years old. I don't believe all that. Because I don't believe it's the industry and all that shit. That's a bunch of bullshit. You people do take time off for purposes. People do take time off to not record, to not shoot videos, to cancel photo shoots, don't do movies for somebody. The phone does work. Zoom does work. Instagram Live does work. Texting does work. The call does work. So excuses is so much, you know, stability is there. So no, I don't believe that. That's her decision to be so-called celibate. But you know, that's Missy Elliott for you. Missy Elliott. Damn. And okay, now I'll move on to Youssef Mac. Youssef Mac, ain't that some shit? A boxer, a nigga from Philly. Youssef Mac. He was caught doing homosexual porn. And actually, he was doing gay porn. I forgot what year he did it, like 2 or 3 years or something. He was born in 1980. He started doing gay porn. I guess money got tight. I guess he wasn't winning no belts anymore. Then he started sucking on other men's dicks. He started fighting off niggas' asses. He started doing it. That's where you came. You said, Mac, this is real shit. And he told me and he would lie about his sexuality on the porn. He was drunk. He was high, whatever. He was not. He's bisexual. If you're a man, you like women and men, you're bisexual. That's what he put out. He had 10 children. 10 children. That is making me scratch my head. 10 children. And down line, you start wanting to swallow another man's children. That sounds so sick and deranged. You bring 10 children in line, you want to swallow another man's children. All the stuff that people do in porn is real. Alright? Fuck them talking out of space shit. It's real. It's real pussy, it's real dick, it's real sperm, it's real fucking. It's really recorded. It's really edited. It's not some made up shit. They fucking somebody on camera. It's zoom in and zoom out. That's what they're doing. That's what porn is. It's really fucking for a purpose, for money. That's what hoes do. That's what that faggot did too. 10 children. Anybody's bisexual. 10. Yeah, obviously he's bisexual because he's sucking another man's dick and shit. I didn't watch that shit. No, it just mean that shit makes me cringe, okay? So yeah, he's bisexual. Youssef Mac, the boxer. Nigga that can box you and box your ass in the corner and take it from you. The boxer. 10 children. There's more than one way to make money than doing some real degrading queer shit for survival. There's more than more dollar out there than do some daggone no self-respecting garbage like that. But he's bisexual, so his bed is made and he's laying in it, and his chapter is closed. 10 fucking children, and you up there blowing other men, like, oh my goodness. Then it makes me reflect on that chick from 1991 on the Donahue show who had 8 children. 8 children. 8 children. 8 children. Then she became a queer down the line. Like this motherfucking faggot, Youssef Mac. They both are doing the same thing. The same abomination. They both are on the same track. The same train. Abomination. They're both into homosexuality. But different era. The same thing. 10 damn children. And you start messing with men who want that you swallow their children. Boy, these. It's a sad world how people can degrade themselves and pretend it's like nothing. So that's the end of Youssef Mac. Next chapter. Next up will be Donna Summers. What can I say about Donna Summers? She was a good ass singer. I thought she was cute and everything, but there was a time ago people thought that she was a man. This is way before social media came into existence and all this other shit. They thought she was a man once upon a time. But actually a man can't produce 2 children. So that idea is scrapped, long gone. I mean, she has some beautiful eyes, but think about her though. I know she changes. She comes with a lot of excuses. I seen interviews like, well, I did that, all these other shit. That's what irritated with her. That's what irritated me with her. Her excuse-filled mind. Of everything. Well, I didn't do this. I didn't say that, etc. etc. But you know, I call a spade what a spade. It was done is done. In her day when she was living, people making rumors about people was how people survived. That's how a magazine survived, a network survived, a magazine survived behind making up false claims for survival to grow their business. That sounds mad shiesty, but it does exist right now. But you know, in that time, some people make up stories on people. Well, that's she's a man, or you know, etc. Or she's like the queer community. And that's what happened in her time. But Donna Summers is deceased now. She was a good ass singer. You know, she had 3 children by a white man in her day. 3 children by a white man, and that's it. But she's deceased now, so that's the end of her chapter. Now, trying to roll on to the last 2 people on the list. Diana King and Janelle Monae. All right. Diana King, she did a song called Fly Guy. It was like for the Bad Boy soundtrack. It's back in 95. She made a song called Fly Guy. In her childhood, I know most women who resort to lesbianism have had sexual abuse happen to them. Most of them have. I don't give a fuck how the common denominator when it comes to that, no respect, no self-respecting lifestyle, some sexual abuse is there that happened to them. She got sexually abused at 11 years old. That's happened to Diana King at 11 years old. There are women out there who've been sexually abused by people, like by adults, and become the biggest worthless hole in the world. They do long-term holes. You know, when I mean long-term holes, I mean if you look at Pam Grier, she was an old hoe. She didn't bring no goddamn motivational. She didn't bring any type of empowerment to bitches that have something. She did whole shit in movies in the 70s. That's what she's known for. I'm like, all this damn empowerment. Like, you've been good for taking your clothes off in movies and doing whole shit. She got sexually abused when she was young too. The common denominator that I really have seen out of like bitches who resort to lesbianism is sexual abuse, child abuse. Is that that's really it's self abuse, because 2 women cannot produce life and continuate life from one another. They can't make a legacy. They can't make an empire. They can't make a family together. Nor 2 men can't. It's not gonna work. You need a man to make a woman. The only woman can make a baby is through a man. The only man can make a baby is through a woman. That is it. There's no other alternative. There are people who have chose alternatives to do it, but they're totally fucked up. So let me get back to Diana King. So I say like 2 or 3 years ago, she came out as a lesbian. She was married to a man for some. They had like 3 children or something, like 3 or 4 children, I believe. And she really started chopping up her hair, getting visible tattoos. I mean, on her face, on her hand. They are red flags. When a chick results to looking like some strange piece of left and shit like that, they've been sexually abused. They is a nothing going to hell queer. That's what they are. If they start getting heavily tattooed, they have problems that's never going to be solved. So they solve it. So some people solve it themselves by putting a 30 in their own mouth. That's what I mean by solving their own problems. They solve it themselves by putting a needle in their arm, or being a lifetime pothead who is not determined to do shit. And she just told people on her sexuality. Told people. Eventually, bitches will tell on their sexuality one way or another. They will tell on themselves. Get them comfortable. Get them cool. They'll start rambling you to death about some shit that you didn't ask the motherfucking hear. Or ask to know. They just break out tell you that they are queer. They straight will do it. I've seen bitches tell me that shit. Because they want to tell. And they not getting no. They want to tell about their sexuality because they're not getting no reward for it. They getting eternal burning for it. They're getting where the worms don't die and the fire don't quench reward for that. That's what they're getting. Diana King made her choices in his life to tell that she's a lesbian. Forget men. She did have a man have children, so these are choices to result to. Forget men. I'm going to act like a man. I'm going to chop my hair off and get a bunch of tattoos and talk deep, nothing, worthless knowledge that's not going to take anybody anywhere and and change nothing about the normal condition and normal reality that everybody lives in, that she put herself in. You know how that old saying is very true. You make your bed and you lie in it. She chose to make her bed and she's going to lie in it. And that's that with Diana King. All that shy. She was on Biggie Smalls' album Ready to Die. Respect. She started talking about sexuality like down the line, like I don't know, in their 50s or some shit like that. Bitches can hide secrets real good throughout time. That's why the best thing I learned over time, do not ignore signs and make people feel happy. Just know, I heard a man once say this. If a man once, he's a comedian, he said this, if a lesbian can see that person is a lesbian, doesn't mean, then he said, I can see it too. If a person can see, if a man, another homosexual can see that this person is a homosexual, then he can see it too. So what is the wrong judgment? If a faggot can see that's a faggot, then that person, then the people know that what they are. They're not. But if somebody can see that person is a transgender, then I can see it too. It's common sense that they are that. Okay? It's obvious as the sky is as light in the sky and it's dark at night. They are about what the fuck that you're seeing. You're not seeing an illusion. You're seeing someone who's being in effect with their behavior and lifestyle they have chosen. This is what they choose. That's what they choose to do with their life. That's all. That's what you chose. Diana King chose to be a lesbian. Come on, man. Youssef Mac chose to be a faggot. These people chose the lifestyle they in. Well, they wouldn't be around these other worthless motherfuckers at all. No calling them. No socializing with them. No, not coming to their house. Not sitting at their table. They talk about this shit like they wanted some damn trophy. You ain't getting no trophy. You getting hellfire and brimstone behind that living. That's your goddamn reward. Now, Janelle Monae. She said that she was non-binary. Non-binary, basically I can say is what the fuck does that mean? Non-binary basically is as far as they describe is I guess they don't belong to anybody or whatever. But obviously, Janelle, you're a lesbian or bisexual, one or the other. Because why the hell are you telling people in any fucking way? What's the word? I mean, what's the word of, leaving a man, leaving a woman? What's the benefit? What's the great triumph over going with somebody who acting like a man? Because any relationship, if you're a queer or not, if you're a queer relationship, it's going to be a woman playing a man and a woman or a man playing a woman. That's how it goes. It's always going to be it's always going to be masculine and feminine. That's how it looks for. Masculine and feminine. No woman wants no feminine man. And no man wants no masculine woman. It don't work like that. No, I don't want no masculine piece of nothing garbage as a girlfriend at all. I like normal looking bitches. Normal behavior, dainty, feminine, affectionate, attractive. I don't want no competition trying to be like me. That's not a hoe's purpose. Is to be with me, not become me. Saying that women don't want no man who act like them, gossip with them, ramble with them, dress like them, talk like them. Give them tips on how to dress. You need to wear this and that and wear a smock and all that worthless garbage. No woman wants no nigga to be her competition. They want a nigga to advance their mind. They want a nigga to motivate them. They want a nigga to put them to elevate themselves and know that, bitch, you're not supposed to be content, but to go further, to go the distance for the goal. Not be a motherfucking cheerleader for them. Nah, bitch don't want that. They want a fucking leader, a captain. Not no motherfucking RuPaul. Not no Deborah Cox. Not no that Sam motherfucker. They don't no. They don't want no irrelevant trash like that. They want a man to teach them, grow them. They want a man. The Bible says this. This is now flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone. She shall be called woman, because you've taken out a man. The woman is the glory of the man. There is no cisgender there, none of that other garbage. It's woman and man. Till death do you part. Now, Janelle Monae. So she's like, what she say? Something sexual. Some garbage. Basically, she's saying she's not intimate or whatever. I call it, she's basically bisexual. All that type of, all this talking about sex. A woman can't really put what she is, if she likes men and women. Basically, I guess you're bisexual. You're not saying that you're heterosexual. Or whatever. She put us up on Front Street. Like, people, I mean, she just sees another, I mean, when they look so damn stupid. Very stupid, like, strange color hair. More attention to themselves sexually, like bigger titties. More whole shit they do to themselves. People do condemn themselves by their mouth. That's what she did. Janelle condemned herself by her mouth. People need to know. People don't even know about your sexuality. People have to know. It's not a requirement to tell the internet you this and that. What are you getting? You know Instagram ain't giving out no motherfucking checks, right? Instagram is not giving out no damn checks. Facebook is not giving out no damn check. Twitter is not giving out no check. All these little platforms, all these little social things are not giving out no checks in return behind your worthless confession. YouTube is not giving out no fucking check behind you talking about how much you're a faggot or you a die. It's no return in your worthless investment. It's not. My bet, it's going to be a return. It's going to be a return on that day of judgment day when he says, "Depart from me, I never knew you." Okay? You non-believer, I never knew you. You little homosexual, I never knew you. You bisexual, I never knew you. You lesbian, I never knew you. You won't go out there and believe in some Buddha. You won't believe in science. Believe in all these things. I never knew you. You didn't seek me while I was found. You push away from you believe that my arm was too short and that my ear was too dull to hear. Now you are going to be in the flame with a weeping and gnashing of teeth for all eternity. That's why we are free to repent. All of us must do this before we leave this worthless this planet. These people I described all made the lifestyle they have chosen, okay? They put themselves out there. There's no reward. All right? Just, accept that. Learn to affirm that there's no reward behind their condemnation. Nah. It's a rap for them. It's a rap for them. No. So I'm gonna bring this up. I'm gonna bring this topic to a close with identity crisis. What is that? Identity crisis 2. What are they? If you like what you heard, please donate to the channel. Donate whatever you can to the OCAST. Donate your little dimes and nickels and dollars and all to the OCAST. I repeat, the Cash App is capital M, $, capital M. Everything else is lowercase, besides the O. M-I-S-T-A, capital O. Cash App, $, M, capital M, lowercase I, lowercase S, lowercase T, lowercase A, and a capital O. All right, and I'm about to here.
Think a little differently. Now, number one, there's people that will not accept you. Now, I've chose this lifestyle to be the way I am, and if people don't want to accept you, you know, what can you do? You can't force people to love you and like you. They either take it. I only have 2 people that loves me, and if they didn't love me, then I could care. Then I would probably be hurt.
Why did you choose this lifestyle?
My father and my mother is the 2 people that loves me. Now, for those of you here, if you love me, if you don't, it's fine. It doesn't hurt me with the remark you made, ma'am. It doesn't hurt me because that's just life, and I chose this life. I'm gonna have to accept what other people's attitudes. To me, it's not a problem for what she said, who she thinks is pretty.
But why did you choose this life? Why did you choose it?
Because I feel comfortable with what I'm doing. And if I didn't, I wouldn't have. I won't go completely for the sex change because one thing, no matter what science does, I will never feel what a woman feels like in my walk.
Does that matter though? Because you got a little swing in your walk doesn't mean George Jefferson had a swing in his walk. You a dude, man, for real. You straight up kid.
Do you know what I'm feeling? No, you don't.
No, it doesn't matter.
What are you feeling?
I'm not trying to get up and get hostile.
I'm listening,
He's only 13 years old. He's still a baby, man.
Rocky, what do you feel?
Better ask somebody. I ain't nobody's baby except for my mama's.
Isn't that what I just said? I said you're still a baby, which means you're still a little kid, man. Watch your mouth, man. You're still a little kid.
I have had him. My son wanted to end his life. I've gone. I was turned down at one place because I didn't have $2,500 to help my son. Finally, I found somebody. My son has been in a hospital to try to find a way to deal with this since May the 23rd of this year. I've spent in excess of $45,000 to help my son. Now, he may feel better as a girl, but unless he feels better about himself, it don't make a damn to me one way or the other.
Would you love them anyway and try to understand? My next guests say they would kick that child out of the house. Meet Kevin and his wife, Dina. Kevin, you would actually disown your child if they were gay.
Yeah, I think it's morally wrong. The Bible that I read, the Bible says that homosexuality is wrong and that homosexuals should be put to death.
But what about unconditional love?
There is conditional love.
There is conditional love.
Yes.
In our household, I mean, if my daughter came home and said that she was gay, in our house, we don't choose to do that, So she is, if at 14 she decides to do that, she should be responsible enough to make that choice and make the choice to live on her own.
All right. Well, I would like you to...
Not getting AIDS. That's the fact.
You get AIDS from anything. Relax.
Yeah.
AIDS have been traced back to
AIDS are homosexual.
That is not the fact, sir. That is not the fact. Where's your fact coming from?
From an article that was in the papers a month ago talking about media hyping things and blowing things out of proportion. You want to know
something?
Fact is homosexuals
coming from these lights up here that they don't need the hot air coming from your mouth.
Hang on. Ma'am, what do you want to say?
So you're telling me get hot when you're in hell. That's
this one. I ain't going to hell living with people like you. Hey.
Now, Steve, now can this woman please speak? Yes.
So you're telling me the only way to get AIDS these days in the 90s is through homosexuality?
No, I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you the easiest way to get AIDS, the way it spread the fastest, and the way it spread the most is homosexuality.
So also that you're saying...
Hang on. Yes, ma'am.
Make it go away.
Excuse me.
Hate.
One at a time. Yes, Kevin?
It's not a matter of hate. You can call it what you want. The fact is, they're wrong. The fact is, they're going to go to hell.
Steve,
and what they do is wrong.
Were your parents so
They're going to be some faggots at some courthouse getting married.
That's right.
And when they look up, there's God.
There he is. That's right.
2 women going to be getting married. When you look up, there's your creator.
There he is.
You don't like that, but what you think the word of God is here for? It is to set the captive free. Let's read that.
1 Corinthians chapter 6, beginning verse 9.
Listen.
Know ye not
Do you know this?
that the unrighteous
Kingdom
of God
shall not inherit God's kingdom.
be not deceived,
Don't be deceived.
neither fornicators,
Neither fornicators,
nor
idolaters,
nor adulterers, nor effeminate.
You know, sissy acting.
That's right.
God made man.
That's right.
Am I right, men?
That's right.
God made us men. God didn't make us to be a she. Not that. Man that's a real man don't mind being a real man. And a woman that's a real woman that have good sense don't mind marrying a real man. Dykes want dykes. And faggots want faggots. Now get me. If you go to a church and your pastor is a faggot, you really got a twisted false prophet. That's right.